All right, another one of my love letters to my critics, my dear critics. I like making these videos because it kind of serves as my response to all the rubbish comments. What else to say? These stupid comments that these guys leave. Instead of answering them individually, I think this is like a nice way of responding. So, if you're looking for something of immense value, you're not going to get anything profound, but it'll be more of common sense and it'll be more of a thought-provoking answer. And feel free to, if you're going to listen to this video, feel free to put down your thoughts down below. And I recommend listening to this at 1.5x speed. When you're cleaning or doing something, or like some of my haters say, oh, when I'm in the toilet, I listen to you. Good, at least I help in your constipation, yeah. So, something worthwhile. So, yeah. See, the first thing, let me tell you this is I'm kind of lucky that I am nearly going to be 50 years old. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying that I'm lucky is because in my younger days, this technology of YouTube, Google, Facebook, social media was not there. And I'm saying this very sincerely, both to my haters and admirers. Our generation is lucky that these facilities were not available because, in as much as they have opened up doors of opportunities to earn money, earn money online and all that, the predominant feature is addiction. The predominant feature is negativity. It's become so toxic. It's become so horrible, this online space. I really pity a lot of youngsters. I pity a lot of people, and I don't mean pity as I'm superior to you and ha ha ha. No, I really feel sorry for you. I genuinely feel, and I'll tell you why. Okay, on one hand, you have young boys and girls, young men and women who are so influenced by the social media currency, social media points like validation, that they will do their level best to look beautiful. They will try to do their level best to look attractive. I'll give you a small example. Okay, I'll give you two. In fact, I'll give you two. I know this female, I'll not give specific details. This girl, she lives in a very simple house. I kind of know details because she has taken advice from me. She lives in a very simple house. Like I wouldn't say middle class, lower middle class. She lives in a very simple house. It's a struggle for her family to even pay the bills. Okay, they're struggling, and she's not having a very luxurious life. But on her Instagram, on her TikTok, on her Facebook, she really puts a lot of effort. Like she puts powder, she puts lipstick, whatever, and she makes herself look so attractive that you might actually think that she is very well-to-do. She's very happy. She's very rich, very successful. Like she'll take photographs going to these hotels or five-star hotels, like with her friends, or to a restaurant, and she will pose and she will show she's very happy, like the clothes and all that. In fact, some of the clothes and some of the makeup, this thing is, she borrows it from her friends. And she works so hard to make herself look so attractive that you'll actually think that she is rich, successful, very beautiful. Obviously, she uses filter. Now, she's not an ugly looking girl, but the amount of effort that she puts, I sometimes, like even I get fooled. And, she doesn't have anything else other than that. And when she was having this conversation with me about her career, and I asked her honestly, I said, my dear, the amount of effort that you put into all this, why are you doing all that? And it was only after I kept probing and asking, finally she admitted and said, I get many guys who admire me, many guys who send me good messages. They write poetry for me. They tell me they love me. Some even send her money. They actually send her money and gifts. And she has given another address where the gifts and all that come, because obviously her parents would find out. So this young girl has found out a way to live this life online. I wouldn't say it's like an OnlyFans, but it is kind of a more of a decent way of OnlyFans, you could say. And who doesn't mind some extra money, some extra gift, some extra attention, and all that? And she was actually feeling bad. She was actually feeling guilty, and she said, "Do you think I'm a bad person?" I said, "No, my dear. You're doing everything within the bounds of what is permitted." But I really felt sorry for her, man. I really, really felt sorry. Why? Because in the real world, she is a nothing, a nobody. Nobody wants to get to know her. She doesn't have real friends, like just her 2, 3 friends, and even guys approaching her or she approaching her. There's nothing in the real world. Everything is virtual. Okay? And in the virtual world, she is like a superstar of sorts. She has so many followers and so many likes and so many admirers and so many messages. She actually shared with me the screenshot of the number of messages. And obviously, there are some ugly ones, sending nudes and this and that, and the emails and all that. It was crazy. I really felt bad for her. Okay, so this was one. The second one was this young man. He's part of my WhatsApp group. Okay, now I'll not specify who it is because people will find out. But this young man he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's a genuine guy. But he's so full of shit. He is the number one. If I could give him a term, I would call him the number one bluff master. It's like, for example, if he has 2 friends, he will say, I have 25 friends instead of 2 friends. If he ate, let's say he could lift for his chest 5 kilo, he will say, I did 5 kilo for 5 reps. He will say, I did 50 kilos for 10 reps. Like, everything is an exaggeration. This man sent me his LinkedIn profile. He added me on LinkedIn. He added me on Facebook, which I've not accepted any of them because I'm not accepting it. And in his bio, LinkedIn bio, Facebook bio, the amount of bullshit that he has put there is unbelievable. It's like he is a CEO of this company, founder of that company, director of this company, head of the student body, president of this. His bio itself, he's not even started. He has not even started to work. And his bio is so long. I had to literally scroll to come to the end of the bio. And he has done the same on Facebook. And if you see his photographs, you'll think that he is some kind of like he's posing in front of cars that don't even belong to him. And, I was paying attention to some of the conversations he was having. The way he talks to people is as if he has done it all. Like he is... Here's the funny thing. I have his resume. I know what he is. He's just a college student with zero work experience. Zero. But when he chats with the people in this group, he's in 1 or 2 groups, I will not mention which one. He is talking about managing 25, 50 people, getting a turnover of 100,000, 200,000, traveling to United States, UK, Canada, France, meeting hot bombshells. And I know for a fact, all this is utter bullshit. It's absolute utter bullshit. Like, for example, I told you, if he did 1, he'll claim he did 10. Like, for example, if he went to, say, France, he went to France just to visit the Louvre, okay? Just went and came back home. Or let's say he went to India to see the Taj Mahal, for example, for 1 day. He will not say that I went to India to see the Taj Mahal for 1 hour and I came back. He will say, I booked a Emirates Airlines first class ticket, landed there, and we had a entourage come and pick me up, and then finally they made us stay in the topmost five-star hotel with some of the film actors and actresses who are there. I bumped into Shah Rukh Khan, and then together with Shah Rukh Khan we went for a complete tour of all the attractions in Delhi. And following that, we had a 7 course meal on a yacht. So he will keep going, like they say, the long stories, the tall tales. And then finally, before going, Shushmita Sen or whichever actress, whatever, Preeti Zinta or I don't know who's a famous actress in India right now. She and I spent time together. We drank champagne and I said goodbye to her. There have been so many times I've been tempted to ask this guy, like, what are you smoking, man? Like, I really wanted to ask him, like, what drug are you smoking? But because he's harmless, I just let him be. Okay, he's getting his high by doing all this. The claims that he's getting what? He tried to bullshit with me by saying that I've applied for Elon Musk's company, Tesla. I'm looking forward to joining either Google or Microsoft or Facebook. He tried all that with me. In seconds, I dismantled him, and he understood. He can't bullshit with me. I told him, listen, stop. Okay, so then he's a small kid. So anyway, I just let him be. But you understand what I'm trying to tell you, right? You see, I spoke about one girl, I spoke about one boy. Now just imagine, these are just two examples. How many people are there like this who are in a virtual world where they are being who they are not? Can you just wrap your head around it? In fact, I personally know people in my group whose family life is terrible, whose work life is bad, whose career is not going anywhere, but they're addicted to something online to kill time. Either they're addicted to video games, like they'll be talking about video games, oh, my computer's set up, or this or that. And I know why, like they are talking about all this. Oh, you need to kill this, that. They'll talk about the computer game because they are in a virtual world. There are guys who are busy talking about politics. Oh my goodness, they will talk from the time you get up till the time you go to sleep. There will be over, this is not an exaggeration, over 200 to 500 messages from that one single person. There are individuals who will give advice for free. Oh, your life, relationships, this, that. They will give advice for free, left, right, and center. But I know personally their life, that their relationship is non-existent. Their career is non-existent. Like that one nut job who I spoke to you about. He was acting like he was 50 years old, advising people on how to repair and make their life okay, when his life was nothing. He is a roadside guy. But here in the virtual world, he is a hero. So, in fact, that is why if you see under my videos, if you see whenever I post a video, what do these guys, anonymous, they'll come with some fake name, some name, okay? And they will, because I gave an opinion, they get angry. Fine, it's understood. But how do they respond to those opinions? By personal attacks. Like the common question is, hey, how many views do you have? See, just imagine, let that sink in. How many views? Because what they equate is, what they equate, my value is the number of views I have. They say, ha ha ha, they put a laughing emoji. How many subscribers you have, how many views you have, how many comments you have, how many likes you have. Because that is a social media currency. If you have more, your value is more. Now, if I was completely dependent on YouTube or TikTok or social media, if my complete revenue was based on that, they are 100% right. If I have few views, means I'll hardly get any money. If I have very less comments, means there's hardly any engagement. If I have hardly any subscribers, means I'm not growing. Thankfully, YouTube is more of a hobby, a passion project. Like right now, I'm making this video where I'm talking to you from my heart. It's something I'm very grateful for. It's a privilege that I can communicate with you. But it is not my livelihood, as they say. It's work, it's passion, it's something I enjoy, but it's a branding exercise. And yes, it is me communicating with you, which helps my brand. But it is not the foundation on which I survive. Thankfully. Because if it was, I'd be in deep trouble, yeah. Now just imagine these guys are saying, ha ha ha. What? You only make 100 views. Ha ha ha. Oh, you're without, good clothes or whatever. Now, they have the courage to say this because they are anonymous. Nobody knows what is their real name. Nobody knows where they stay. Nobody knows what is their age. Nobody knows their background. Nobody knows anything about their mother, father, brother, sister. They'll say, oh, this is privacy. No, it's an excuse. Because in the real world, these very same people would not have the courage to stand face to face with someone and talk like this. You know it, I know it. Most of the guys who say, online they say, hey, babes, hi, babes, oh, hottie, do you want to try me out and all? If they were to stand in front of a couple of females or males, nothing, they wouldn't have the courage. They would not be able to face anyone. That is why they hide behind this four walls of anonymity, because, oh, nobody knows me. Now I can say whatever I like and get away with it. Oh, your mother, oh, your father, oh, you, hey, you piece of shit. Because nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows their imperfections. But the reality is just like these two examples I give, this young girl, this young boy. They don't have anything worthwhile. In the real world, they don't have anything worthwhile, because if they did have something worthwhile, they would not have time to be on social media. See, someone who's studying for an exam and who has to score high marks, do you think he has time on social media? Do you think he's going to waste time there? Okay. Someone who's running a successful business, who's busy making money, who's busy serving customers, do you think he has time to type out messages and get into a food fight online? No, he'll be busy running his business, making money. Now, when I'm making this video, I'm creating content. Okay? Either I can do this, or I can get into a food fight or, argue with someone anonymous. Maybe he's a 16 or 18-year-old small boy living in a small little hut. Maybe his father and mother are hardly earning anything. Maybe they don't have an exit. Do you think it's worth me arguing with him for what? What do I get? Do I get more money? It's a very sad state of affairs, I'll tell you that. It's really sad. And that's why I said I'm lucky that I was not born in this generation where this thing is an addiction, because I would have ruined my life. You can see all these tattoos and all this, the drive and the desperation for attention. Just imagine if the social media addiction was there. I think my life would have been destroyed. Luckily, today, I've reached the stage where that hyper drive or that desperation for attention is kind of taken care of. I've reached this age where I don't mind the attention, but I would rather make more money. I don't want to be famous. I want to be rich, so to speak. I would rather prefer money than fame. That is why when anyone says, you're not famous, how many likes are, I'm really glad I'm not too famous, because with more fame comes more headaches. I mean, for a person who is not famous, he might think being famous is a great thing. For a person who is not rich, he might fantasize about, making all this money, but with every benefit comes a headache. Nothing is easy. That is why when these guys say, how many views, look at that ugly face, like they tell me, look at your ugly face, or, oh, what a pathetic life, or, oh, look at your pathetic views. I simply ask them, how much money do you make, boss? Like, who are you? Like, are you someone relevant? Are you someone worthwhile? Does anyone know you? Do you have a career? Do you earn any money? Do you have any money in a bank account? Yeah, I have bigger. You don't. Don't lie. You don't. Because if you did have something worthwhile, you wouldn't be following me, boss. Like, can you imagine someone who's earning a very successful career, who would be busy trying to make fun of someone lower than him? Do you seriously, like in your office, you see a general manager, you see a CEO, do you think he's busy typing on his phone, so on social media, hey, you piece of shit, hey, you this? Do you think? No. It's only these small, immature kids, these insecure people, these sad, for lack of a better word, these sad men and women whose upbringing is really pathetic. It's a very unfortunate thing that they have had parents like they did, because their upbringing it has gone to the dogs, and because of which they have grown up to be this, like they say, the waste of space and time. And in the real world, they have nothing. They have accomplished nothing. So how do they bring meaning into their life? Online. They create a ruckus. They talk big, hey, you piece of shit, hey, you this, hey, you that. Like, some of these guys who talk very big in my groups, sometimes out of curiosity, I ask them, like, give me your name, age, what do you do, where you from? And in seconds, you can make out that these are just guys who earn an average income. Some of them who talk very big in my groups, this is not to insult them. What they make in 1 month is what I make in just hardly few hours. Yet, online they will be like, oh, you'll think that they must be the next big thing, What these youngsters or what these individuals don't know is, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your life, and you'll never get these moments back. Never. You're just destroying yourself. It's like you're in this virtual world, where it's like a kind of a drug where you forget your current problems, you forget your current situation, you forget everything. And you're into this virtual world of pleasure, this game or this WhatsApp argument or these comments, and you're fighting and you feel you're succeeding. Yeah, it gives you a dopamine high. I'm in control. I told this guy he's a piece of shit. Ha ha ha. I gave him the last. I created this fake account. I insulted his mother, his father, his wife. Ha ha ha. And then you switch off the computer, switch off everything. And then you're like, okay, I'm back in my room. I'm back in my normal life. Okay, I'll go to sleep, and they go to sleep, and tomorrow when they get up, they're like, it's a very boring life here. I need to get back into that virtual world of where I'm relevant, where I'm the villain, where I'm super smart, where people look up to me, where I'm beautiful, where people give me attention, where I get the likes, where I get the controversy, where I get the attention. It's all fake, yeah. Anyway, I guess we need all kinds of people to make the world go round. So my dear critics, all those who bash me up, all I can say is, the only person you're harming, the only person you're hurting, the only person whom you're causing damage is not me. Or it is not people who you troll. It is you. And the best evidence or proof of this is, check your bank balance at the beginning of the year. Check your bank balance today. Check what was your career beginning of the year. Check what is your career now. In fact, go 1 year, go 2 years. Is there any difference? If there is none, no? If there's no progress from January until now, you're earning the same, your friends are the same, your circle is the same, your earning capacity is the same, everything is the same, and you're doing the same shit. What's the point here? Anyway, you'll not realize now. One day you'll realize, and the day you realize, it'll be a bit too late. That's all I can say. Until then, just do whatever makes you happy. I guess anyway you're going to do it anyhow. So do it. Enjoy yourself. And one day, when you wake up, I hope you do wake up faster. You'll realize what I'm saying is true. You'll never get these years back. You'll never get this time back. You'll never get this life back. I just hope you get off the virtual world and go into the real world. Because that's the only thing that matters. And if you want a worthwhile solution, I would say just get rid of your smartphone, get rid of the internet, just take a dumb phone where you only make calls, focus on your career, focus on studying, focus on your work, focus on earning money, focus on having a worthwhile relation, focus on changing yourself, make something out of your life. And that is the ultimate or the best revenge you can take for anyone. Anyway, that's all I want to share with you. Let me know your thoughts, and that's all I have to leave you with. Good, bad, ugly, feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.